Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm right in my hands is Blood Hunt #1, the red band version. So this is Marvel's big event, I guess summer event, even though it's still kind of springish. Written by Jed MacKay, art by Pepe Larraz, color by Marte, Gracia, and then lettering by Cory Petit. Alright, so Blood Hunt. I'll be honest. Okay, so first up, Marvel's kind of been like hit or miss when it comes to events lately. I generally haven't enjoyed their major events, but, you know, I always kind of check out at least the first few issues, and at least the main event series to kind of see how they are. Blood Hunt involves vampires plunging the world into darkness and then going on the attack. Sounds a lot like DC versus vampires. But while one is maybe Deep Impact, the other is Armageddon, they both can exist, and they're both quality in their own ways. Blood Hunt #1 exceeded my expectations by a lot. Not only did it feel like there was an actual threat that like challenged the world's superheroes, it introduced new villains that feel like they can actually challenge the Avengers, and then wound up with a reveal and an ending I did not see coming, but now that it's revealed, totally can see coming. It is fantastic. It is really, really good. I say totally exceeds expectations. Now, the big thing, the reason I got the Blood Hunt Red Band is because I wanted to see what the difference is between this and the regular version. Red Band comes in this little nice bag, warning people, warning about it should be for mature audiences. First up, is it like really over the top violent? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely kind of R-ish. I would put it in that R category. Absolutely PG-13. Definitely teen up when it comes to comics. Does it need a bag? I'm not 100% sure on that, but there's some pretty shocking things from Marvel. Let's go with that. Even with, you know, Marvel being packed with violence and action and stuff like that, which I would maybe put more in the teen readers, not necessarily for kids, this is maybe a step above that. Now, is it to the point where it's like absolutely R-rated? Well, compared to a lot of R stuff that's out there, no, this is pretty tame. But when you go, if you're going and expecting a comic from Marvel and you read this, yeah, that might surprise you. So being in the bag or having a red band, I get. The red band I absolutely get. The bag, I think is more kind of a build the hype sort of thing. And then maybe totally to like not get parents completely pissed off. That's my guess. My bigger thing is I think it's a you know, trying to build the hype and the like, hey, what's this? Why isn't it a bag? Because what's inside it's good. It's really, really good. I don't know if it's necessarily bag worthy. Penthouse Comics, bag worthy. This, yeah. Alright, so let's go to the comic itself. How does this differ from the main comic? There are some extra pages. There is at least one panel that differs from a page, which was kind of intriguing. It's subtle, but it's there. And then the ending is totally different. That ending, I think, is key and absolutely changes my takeaway on Blood Hunt #1. Whereas the main one is "'tis a flesh wound, he can come back from that." Yeah, not so much on this. It is it goes from a stabbing to a, was it vivisection, dissection, whatever you want. Just brutal murder. How does this person come back from that is kind of at that point. The first one, yeah, we've seen these things 1,000,001 times. He'll get better. This one, yeah, not so much. Reading it for a second time as well, I noticed some subtle things. You know, obviously it deals with vampires, so the deaths being permanent of certain characters, probably not likely. They'll get turned to vampires and then eventually get turned back, most likely. So deaths I'm not too keen on. That final death, though, I'm not 100% sure how one comes back from that one. Beyond that, though, the story is great. Like, how the world gets turned to darkness makes complete sense, and it's actually kind of intriguing and uses some cool aspects of the Marvel Universe. Their reactions are really cool. The Avengers, I guess, again, feel like they're actually going up against a new team of villains that actually challenges them, and that ending is a hell of a shock. Whether or not this is, like... I'm going to go with this Red Band comic is, I think, better than the mainstream one in a couple subtle ways. There's maybe only one thing I think the mainstream is a little bit better than that, and there's an addition of one page in here when the Avengers get attacked. And I think the actual page that's added here kills the flow a little bit. I think what's in the main comic flows a little bit better, and there's a little bit more of an emotional punch. But that's about it. This does show a little bit more brutality from those villains. That's the big difference. Again, what feels here is like the Avengers are actually going up against someone that is, or something that is going to challenge them, and it's going to be interesting. I said a long time ago there was a comic, not really a long time, it was recently, that dove into the Vampire Nation, what Dracula is trying to build, and I said Marvel needs to focus on that. Like, it has such potential, it is so awesome, it is so good. This spins out of that in a way. It is not a complete, direct follow-up. As much as I would love a series about the Vampire Nation, this is a whole bunch of clearly shit has happened between then and now. Blood Hunt is a hell of a start. It took me from another summer event to like, no, I need to see this. I want to read this. I'm excited. There is a ton of miniseries. There's a ton of tie-in comics. I'm down. I am totally down. Just like DC versus Vampires, I am down for Marvel versus Vampires. This was a hell of a start. Well done. Great art. Great shocks. Like, this actually kept me on the edge on my seat. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Top, like, hopefully we'll right the ship on events. Big events, like massive events that have to do with the entire Marvel Universe. Go get this. This is really good. Out in shops, you can go get it. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. Tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. Do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so you do get a small percentage, and by doing that, you'll support our site. So thank you so much. And speaking of support, I want to thank you all for watching, as always. If you are into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.